Hey, you guys. So, if you were on our October meeting last night, my computer did something crazy, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't do the same thing tonight, but it did not record. So I'm going to pivot and I am going to re-record everything that we talked about. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything, but it's probably going to be much shorter because we won't have interaction and things like that. So it's going to be great for you. Okay. So welcome. Thank you for watching the recording. If you're watching this on YouTube, which I'm sure you are, please let me know in the comments, in the chat, if you found this helpful. In the description, there will be a link to the notes that I'm going to keep referencing that will have a link out to every single one of the documents and just everything that I am talking about and sharing with you guys. So don't stress over that if you are um, wondering what I'm talking about. And if you are watching on YouTube, you can go ahead down there and click on the notes if you'd like, and you can follow kind of along with me. So the first thing that I wanted to go over was the October Planning Ahead document. If you are not using the October Planning Ahead document in the workstation, you need to. It's very important for you to stay on top of what is happening in your business every single month. And this document is the place to go. It is the place to go. In the notes section, I have linked out directly to the workstation article. So it'll be super easy for you. It'll just log you right into your own workstation. You'll log in and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about every single month. You're going to find links to the official announcements. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you're going to be able to click related news articles. Um, like, for instance, you can click on the $40 join, the holiday collection, the bricks. You're going to be able to click on related training and also related images. So it's super, super valuable for you to look at that. And if you are on my team, I almost always pull up or I post this right here. And this is the October Planning Ahead picture that one of our fabulous consultants within our Scentsy community posts, and it just tells us all of the different things that are happening within October. Fall winter catalog promos. If you're not using these, I highly suggest that you use these. Some people just get really overwhelmed by all the different products that we offer. So fall basics, if you know, 6-bar bundle and pod bundle, those are on your website. If you don't know where they are under specials. Okay. The join promo, October's official holiday cheer starter kit. Click on the news article. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later on in the call, but this is really important to know about because reinstatement and host exclusive kits are not included. So they're going to have just the normal um, fall winter host exclusive and reinstatement kit. If you're not sure what those are, they're in your workstation as well. LTOs, you know that if you sign up right now from and now I think until October 28th-ish, you are going to get the Christmas cookie scent and the um, snowman warmer. The this guy. This is what if you sign up under account on your workstation, this is what you are going to get. Hopefully that's updating on Zoom and that's what you're seeing because Zoom has been giving me all kinds of issues. But if you sign up under account, this is what you're going to get. If you're not sure about the price, go onto your account and you can play with it that way. And it will tell you exactly how much it's going to be. It's not going to charge you now. It is going to charge you on the 15th. That's the first round if you're in the US. And then this right here is to keep your eyes peeled for the official announcements on the upcoming products. So the Walt Disney World Resort, that released this past Monday. The bricks, they are coming out on the 14th. And if you look at the consultant calendar, you're going to be able to see those things. Bring Back My Buddy, they're going to be available sometime this month. Friends, the Sugar Chalet Warmer and Wax Bundle, and then the Disney Princess Collection. Those are all things that you just need to be aware of and be looking out for. But the product The October Planning Ahead guide is going to be your best friend. Okay. The next thing that I need to tell you that every single time before you place an order, if a customer asks you about something, anything like that, especially in the fall season, you need to be looking at the product status list. If you're not sure what the product status list is, that's okay. This is where you need to learn. I made a big mistake last week when I was just placing an order. I was closing a party order and I get sent circles to give us thank yous. And I didn't check the product status list before I added blueberry cheesecake scent circles to my party. And I could have picked something else because it wasn't for a customer. And I don't know if you know this or not, but if something says back order, even if it's on the product status list, your order is going to sit there for 10 days and not ship. So my order was sitting there for no reason because I didn't look at the product status list. I could have chosen a different scent circle. Even if it says it's back ordered to January, it's still going to sit there because they're waiting to see if that product's going to come in and then they're going to ship the rest of your order out. So make sure you're going there to look at that. If you're not sure what that looks like, that's this right here. This is a working document, guys. This is a working document. It highlights the products that are sold out of stock, blah, blah, blah. So especially like right now, it's not normal for us to have catalog warmers that are out of stock normally, but right now that's what we're experiencing. So you need to know that Furry Friends is on back order to January. So if you're doing a home party, you don't take somebody's order and tell them that you can have it when you can't. You need to know that large cotton cleanups are delayed until at least November 1st. This date may change. So like you just need to keep up with that. Same thing with like right here, the Autumn Hearth car bar. Unless a customer specifically wants that, you can either communicate that with them that it's on back order. It does say October, but we don't know when. So your order still is going to be held up. Okay. Then we know these things are sold out. Okay. And then something else, guys, if you didn't know that, this right here, we are currently shipping orders placed from 10/1 to 10/4. Okay. So now you know what dates they're shipping orders for. If you're curious, we know what our shipping policies are. If you're not sure, go to the shipping FAQ under our workstation, type it in. And then so for orders prior to these dates, check any of these details below. There might be a reason why. Okay. So checking your product status list all the time, all the time. Everything that I'm referencing all of it because it's important and it's in the news tab. Next thing I'm going to talk about is something I'm so, so, so excited about. And on Thursday, I think Thursday is the 10th, right? Thursday is the date that World Tour registration opens. And if you do not know what World Tour is, you are in for a treat. It is like a mini SFR, but basically home office comes to us. And it's a way more affordable option for people to get the Scentsy spirit and experience Scentsy closer to home at a much more affordable price. Get some giveaways, feel the Scentsy spirit, all the things like that. Okay. So it's going to be $80 registration. And then I think it's going to be $30 for a guest. And you're going to get a spirit kit. You're going to get a lanyard with the workbook, all the different things. You're going to get training from home office. You're also going to get training usually from consultants as well. If it is within your budget and there is one near you, you absolutely fundamentally need to go. Leaders are born at events. If you're not sure about it, ask me, reach out to me, or ask your sponsor. It's absolutely something that you do not want to miss. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Here is just a picture of all of the different places that Scentsy is going. So there's lots of different places all over the United States. I am going to be in Charlotte on February 15th. I know that I have some other really close SSD friends that are going to be in Norfolk, Virginia on February 22nd. And then if you are not local to me And like, I know I have some people possibly going to Houston, Nashville, wherever it is. If you're going and you're worried about being alone, please reach out to me. I will try my best to connect you with some people that I know, no matter what world tour location you're at, as well as there is a local world tour group for every single location. So we'll be able to connect you with people so you won't feel like you're alone. So events are what you make them, but I definitely think you should go. Next thing up is the Whiff Box packaging change. That was in the news tab as well, because once again, the workstation is where we go for all of our super important information. But what I did want to show y'all, go away from all that. I'm not going to click on the news tab article because y'all can go and read that, but this is a good comparison side by side. Normally our Whiff box is in the cute little box labeled with Scentsy. In October only, it is going to be an ugly, unbranded, just cardboard box, but it's going to offer great storage. And this has exclusive contents in a larger box because the combined value and what's in it is larger than what a normal box contains. Okay, so I have this is what is in the October Whiff box. It is a $57 value for only $35. If you don't know the value of being in Scentsy Club, you absolutely should do that or research that. I have videos on that. This is another styled picture. If you are on our team page or in our group board, as soon as I get done recording this, I am going to upload a ton more pictures that I have for you to market it. But I am currently giving our team and our group a Whiff Box challenge to participate in, and you are challenged to sell 10 ugly box Whiff boxes. But it's because we have an ugly box challenge. Okay. Challenge yourself to sell 10 of those Whiff boxes. Get those pictures out there. Some people do like a surprise, but you can always do like sneak peek posts and things like that. But I am challenging everybody on our team to sell at least 10. I've already sold 5 and I haven't really even posted about it. So I'm challenging you to do that. And I'm going to post that within our team page as well. The number one way that I get people to buy a Whiff box is through Scentsy Club, because I always tell them to get it half off, which is how I'm getting my own Whiff box, because I get it for $17.50. I'm getting $57 worth of product for $17.50 because I'm using it as my half off item. Okay, awesome. Our group is doing a group buddy drive. If you are not aware of that, we did a training last week with Anna and Elizabeth, and the recording of that is on our team page. It is unlisted because it has some like personal address information, but we do have the Buddy Drive Facebook group. It is within the notes section of this group, or of this our call notes. So you can join the Facebook group there. And then I've also shared another flyer that I'm putting in my mail outs. And then I've also put this. This is front and back on the flyer that I am putting in my mail. And I will, oh, hold on. Am I still sharing? I want to stop sharing. Okay, that I'm putting in my mail for October, and I will share that with you guys a little bit later on. Trying to close out all the things. All right, so you cannot post that publicly because of the way that I am doing my buddy drive. We have a large goal of 500 buddies. I have a personal goal of 50. Join the group, the Facebook group, if you want to know more information, if you don't know about it already, and watch the short video there. It will answer all of your questions. Okay. Oh, this is not, this is my paper from last night. I need to look at, I updated my notes. Okay, if you are not on our group board, the boards app, I highly suggest you get on there. There's tons and tons of resources, tons of pictures. just there is so much information. I've worked really, really hard to keep it organized. I've updated it with tons of new consultant stuff, all of the new, a lot of stuff that I'm finding like for the different months, like a bunch of October newsletters or a bunch of different like holiday collection or brick collection sample cards. I'm putting in the group board instead of blowing up our Facebook group with 700 Canva templates. Okay. So definitely check out that because that's where a lot of information is going to be. Um, what I usually share within the Facebook group is what I personally decided to use, but I don't want to keep other resources from you, if that makes sense as well, because I'm kind of a Canva template hoarder. It's kind of a problem. I like don't use them all, but I might want to use it for inspo or whatever. It's a whole thing. Okay. Also, our Facebook page, please make it looks different versus on mobile versus your computer. The featured posts and the albums you really don't see on your phone unless you go looking for them. The albums have been updated with hundreds of pictures, hundreds for holiday, for bricks, for harvest, for fall, winter. I've updated it with hundreds of pictures. Same thing with boards, but it's not showing up on the Facebook group within the feed because I didn't make it as a post. It's in the album so that our pages can stay organized. The featured posts have all the important things for this fall winter season, and I noticed like nobody's really seen them, I don't think. So please look there. Please click on featured post if you're looking on your phone. For me, I see way more stuff when I'm on my actual computer, but I know not everybody looks at it that way. So group board, the link is in our notes. You do not have to pay for it to access my resources. You do not have to pay for it to access my resources. If you want to create your own board, then yes, you probably are going to have to, but my board is going to be there for you to use whenever you want, and you're not going to have to pay for it as long as boards doesn't change anything about their stuff. Okay. Now, I'm going to share with you what I am doing for my October mail because I get asked all the time. Number one, I want you to know that I've been doing this for 9 years. So I have built up my business and I have built up what I send. Okay. You don't have to send anything. You can just send a text message and thank you. You can send a coupon as a thank you. You can just send a postcard with a scratch and sniff sticker because the postcard stamps are only 53 cents. But at the end of the day, we don't spend family money on Scentsy. Okay. We spend Scentsy money on family. So you have to budget appropriately. Every single month, depending on what I get paid, I budget my postage based on that, and I put it on my stamps.com account as soon as we get paid. So I know that that's what I have until the next 10th of the month. And I usually do all my mail for a month at one time for the most part, unless I'm like mailing a customer something that they've bought offhand or something and they're paying me extra, because I just like to get it all done at one time. Now, like I said, I budget for things the way that I do because I've been doing this a little bit longer. You need to budget for what you can do. Just because I do it doesn't mean you have to. I also want to say that postage has went up astronomically since I first joined this business. I could buy a $50 roll of stamps when I first joined and it would probably last me 2 months. And I wasn't sending packages of mail until I'd probably been doing this for 4 years probably, because I could not afford to do that. So you do you. So couple things. Your budget's important. I always weigh everything before I decide what I'm going to start stuffing because like I said, I do all my mail at one time. Okay. Everything that I want to put in an envelope, I want to be flat, meaning that it can go through one of this is like a little mail meter thing. So it can go through this. Was like bought on Etsy. It's basically just called a mail envelope gauge. I do not have a link for this. Somebody bought this for me as a gift. You want it to be flat, and you want it to be less than or right at 1 ounce. So it is my suggestion to get a scale. I have my Amazon business supply list in the notes section. It's everything I could possibly use. People use a food scale as well, but you need to be weighing your stuff before you go to the post office if you are going to use the post office, because they are going to charge you more, period. Hands down, period. They're going to charge you more. You need to know what it is that you actually need to spend. Okay. So anything under 1 ounce that can bend and that is flat, you can mail with one regular stamp. That's 69 cents now, though. So it's went up. So you need to factor in how much that person ordered from you versus how much you're spending out. Because yes, you're spending out the 69 cents on postage, but you had to buy envelopes, you had to buy your paper, you had to buy like little bags, you had to make your samples. You had to, if you're giving out scent circles to people, the price of those have went up because now like the way that we buy them in packs of 3, you get 10. I mean, you pay $10 for 6. So you've got to do some math and really figure out where your tiers are for what you're going to send. Okay. So like I said, I do my mail once a month. So I do it this way because I go into my workstation. I cannot pull this for you. I cannot share my screen because if I do, it will get pulled down from YouTube. But this is what I do. I go into my workstation and I click reporting. I click my customers. I click customer purchase history. And then I fix the dates for the last day that I had done mail from the previous month until the current date. Those are my thank you mail. Okay. Because I know I've not sent them thank you mail, and I keep up with it literally by writing down. I know that the last time I had done mail was 9/1, and Ashley was the last person I sent mail to. So I knew I needed to go from 9/2 until the current date, and that was going to be my thank you mail. The only thing you need to know about the customer purchase history report, though, is it's only going to pull stuff that's shipped. So your most recent stuff that has not shipped yet, it's not going to show up there. So I do pull it another way as well. I like the customer purchase history report because it will pull how many orders they've ever done, the total like order amount, and things like that. And it pulls like what they've ordered. So I can talk to them about joining if they've ordered 55 times, stuff like that. The other way you can pull it is go to contacts homepage. Then you're going to go to sort and filter, and you're going to sort by last order date. And then you can export to Excel and do it that way. Completely up to you. Okay. So for thank you mail, I do that. And then that's one like batch of thank you mail. And then what I do is I pull another one that's going to be like separate mail or like a separate stuffing of mail, is I go back 3 months and I pull 3 months, people that have ordered within the last 3 months. Obviously, some of those people are going to be on the same list, right? So I have to filter out the people that are on there more than once, right? And I keep them, I print out my little sheets and I write down exactly what I sent them. I'm a paper pencil girly, so this is how I do it. And this was my October scent of the month mail. This was my thank you mail. What I did here with like what you're seeing in the highlight, those were the people that spent over 100 PRV. And that's what I also have started to go in and look at now, because it's going to show you their order total may be $136 because they're a club member, but you may have only made 70 PRV. And that makes a difference because you need to figure out what your actual commission is on 70 PRV versus how much you're going to go send them, if that makes sense. Because I've had to up my tiers on who I'm actually sending a scent circle to because they're costing me more money to buy. Okay. You are the only one that can decide that. But the packages that I send out has also lessened because those are costing me almost $5 a piece to mail, no matter what's in them. Even if I'm just sending like a car bar and samples. If I'm sending a scent circle and samples, I can still mail it for only one stamp, but the scent circles are costing me money more so than the samples are. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so let me share with you, and everything that I show you within these envelopes, I have linked in the notes templates for. Okay, there are templates over here. I'm not going to open all the files. You're going to see it right here. Now, for thank you mail with my scent circles, don't turn me in or don't be nasty. I cut the back off to make it way less. Okay. And then I put 4 reasons to join Scentsy. I print those off and I use double-sided tape. Join information's in every single order all the time, not even when, like, all the time, all the time, all the time. Okay. That's what goes. If they're getting a scent circle as a thank you, that's what that looks like. Okay. Now, I have my Donate a Scentsy Buddy paper. This is a flyer that's full size in Canva, but I printed 2 to a page. So I cut it in half and then I folded it. I use these rack card size envelopes because they weigh less than the catalog size that I used to use. I also use colored envelopes because they stand out and people know that it's not a bill. Okay. I have an October scent of the month sample. This is a half of a 1.5 inch felt circle. Okay. And then on the back, it has next order free or need extra cash. So there's join info and party info. This is on the back of every single one. Statistics show it takes somebody 7 to 8 times of seeing something over and over again before they actually even like take it in. That why do you think ads are repeated all the time? You know, so that's on everything. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't use the brochures that Scentsy sends us anymore unless I'm doing them for on-hand orders because they're too heavy to mail when it comes to my mail outs. And if I'm wanting to send more than just one sample, which is what I almost always do, because if I'm going to spend 69 cents to send stuff out, I want to send more than one sample. Okay. So you do with those what you want. If you can only afford to send one sample, then use those or put the rub and smell stickers on them. This is just what I have decided to do. And I print all of my stuff from home. I have an HP printer and I use HP Instant Ink. You can get a free month if you use my link as well. I highly suggest it. Okay. They're getting a holiday collection sample card. Okay. The links are there. These are 1 inch felt circles. Double-sided tape attaches them. Holiday bricks. They're getting that. Okay. So we're getting a sample of all those things and a little holiday collection, little postcard looking thing with a QR code that goes to my website. They are also getting a rack card that says join for 40. Once again, join info's there. I've never sent one that looks like this. I always like try to mix it up. I'm not going to take credit for like any of these. Okay. I did not make this originally. Somebody else did. I did not make these originally. Somebody else did. Somebody else did. Somebody made all this stuff and I have borrowed it and made it my own to work for me. So the Scentsy community is amazing. I did make the Donate a Scentsy Buddy one, but that's all I could contribute to that part. And the 4 reasons to join cards. Then I have a scratch off card that says scratch to win a prize, redeem with your next order, spend $50 and then. So not everybody's going to use these. If they do, that's great. But the next time they spend $50, they're going to scratch this off and they're going to tell me what their prize is. And then I'm going to be able to get that prize to them. Why am I doing that? $50 because I want to increase my website orders. Okay. A lot of times they're only spending, like my average to me is like in the 30s, maybe to 50s, but I would like for them to spend at least 50. So that's just something I do. Some people will use them, some people won't. Now, what I will say is when I went to go package all of this with the scent circle, it was weighing more than 1 ounce. Okay. So like I packed one and I'm like, okay, let me look at this. This is 1.3 ounces. That ain't going to work for me. So my scent circle people, I still wanted to send them a scent circle, but I took some of the papers out. Okay. I can't remember which ones I took out because I've already sent those, but I took some of them out to get them under 1 ounce. And then I just put stickers all over it. But this is like my scent of the month mail, people that have ordered within the last 3 months. This is 0.8 ounces with everything I just showed you besides the scent circle. And I'm going to close this up. I'm going to put some stickers on it. Actually, what I do is I use the rub and smell stickers on the outside. I close the envelopes good, but then I use rub and smell stickers, and then any other stickers that I make, I use that to close up my envelopes. If you cannot afford the colored envelopes because they are a little bit more expensive, that's okay too. Use what you can afford. The Dollar Tree has envelopes for like $1.25 or whatever they are. So just know that what you can afford works. Do you, okay? Just because it's what I'm doing doesn't mean that's what you have to do. I'm just simply sharing because I get asked all the time what's in my mail. Okay. Now, next couple things I'm going to share. This is a really good idea that I have borrowed. If you have been a consultant for a hot minute, you have testers that are like from last fall or from 2 falls ago or from 4 falls ago that you're not using, right? Well, any tester that's sitting in your house is not making you money. If it is in your house, it is doing nothing for you. Testers need to be getting gone. Now, for me, I have tons and tons of testers. When seasons switch, I don't throw anything away. I just literally take all my spring, summer ones that are retiring. I put them in a bin, put them in the closet, and then when we switch back over, that's a lot of times when I'll get rid of stuff. So I keep them all. But so now I have 5 million farm stand pumpkin, 5 million pumpkin cinnamon roll, 5 million maple apple bourbon, autumn hearth, apple and cinnamon sticks, because they keep coming back. Same thing with perfect peppermint, very snowy spruce, cinnamon beer, Christmas cottage, polar bear hug, perfect peppermint. They keep coming back, right? So what I'm doing with these, and these are, I think I lied on my live last night. I don't think that's the right measurement. Let me measure these. These are, I think, 3 by. I think these are 3 by 5 bags. These are 3 by 5, and I'm giving 6 testers. So this is going to be like a 6-pack party. And what's great is I don't want these mofos back. Take them, honey. You get to use them. And I'm going to try to get them to sell 6-packs. So I have different versions. This is like my pumpkin version. And I'm going to show you the little boo box thing that I took the idea from. These, I need to get them gone. Like they're going to lose smell. You can use these as like potential join kits. You can drop these off at doctor's offices with front desk ladies. You could mail these to customers that live far away, give them 6 testers and mail them a catalog, like do that kind of stuff. And then I have holiday ones. Okay, so you can make, what I show you here in a second, you can make something that looks holiday. I also have some classic ones that I made forever ago, but 6 testers fit in there perfect. And this is what somebody came up with. Let me share my screen. It says, take me home, share me with friends, family, coworkers, and team moms, collect their orders, get free Scentsy. It's really that simple. And then she had a personal special where it's talking about getting a free mini warmer. And then this was one of the pictures that I took from her post that she shared. Fall boo box, top fall fragrances, scan here to shop, select your friend's name at checkout. So you could also put an online party together. I am not going to ask for this back. So I'm going to give them this right here, some order forms, a catalog or two, drop it off and hope for the best. I'm obviously going to hostess coach. I'm obviously not just going to drop it off and leave it, but I think this is a really great idea. And if you have extra testers, you can do it this way. Okay. If you don't, that's okay too. Do it in one of these. This is a 4x6 photo case. You can do it like that. With testers that you want back. You do not have to do it that way, the way that I'm doing it. I just have a bunch of extra testers that I need to get rid of. let me click on my notes really quick so I can show you another document. Let me stop sharing my screen for a second. Another document that I have used in the past that you could use as a 6-pack party. If you wanted to make it easy on your host, you could do something like this. This is what I used to do with a text party. This has little boxes, so they could literally just order 6-packs. Obviously, they don't have to order the 6 that you give them. You give them a catalog, they can pick other ones. Get 10 friends to buy 6 bars each, so buy a 6-pack. And the host, or the one that's getting the boo box or whatever, gets a 6-pack of bars for free and a warmer at half price. And that's from Host Rewards. That's not me giving them anything. That's from them getting the orders. Okay. And then there's other ones that you can do. You can do that however it is that you want to do. That is just an idea that I had. The other thing that I have, I left, there's a template for order forms. There's also a template for my borrow box. If you were on my team, I've already posted about this, but this is my borrow box. I keep this with me at home unless I let one of my really great customers that I know is not going to mess it up borrow it for a couple days. This has all 80 fragrances in it. Okay. The reason why I do that is because if I have a home party or I just really have some people who want to smell all 80 scents, I have this with me. And in the borrow box just has a paper that has reminders. You're going to get that. This is where they can shop online by the fragrance category. If you didn't know that you can do that with your website to like filter it, you can. This is a paper telling them to use the Like It Love It sheet that's in my box catalog. I give a bundle and save paper and then the fragrance grid. Okay. This is the Like It Love It. Okay. The order forms. And I carried this with me. Like I just did a one-on-one sniff session the other day. But if you did not know, 4x6 photo cases like this hold 11 testers at once. So that boo box idea that I had, you could put 11 testers in it and give them one like that. Because sometimes giving them a full bag party with 7 million testers in it overwhelms people. Just give them the top ones. Okay. So this is what I do every season. And then for me to keep it organized, I literally just print these off from the catalog. The template is on the note section. Okay. Okay. Now, I promise I am almost done. Okay. So this month, our group, if you are watching this and you're on my team, I have a Growtober sponsoring challenge that I am doing. And it's going to be really great. I'm challenging all of you to grow your business, sponsor new team members, because we do need to do that. And I know that that's something that I need to do as well. I am never going to ask you to do something that I am not willing to do myself. And that's something that I needed to get back to focusing on. And this is how we're going to do it. I am going to be giving out prices for my group. One for each title: certified lead, star, superstar, and director, for the person who sponsors the most of that title. Okay. So whoever sponsors them, and if nobody is a certified consultant and they don't sponsor, then somebody just doesn't get a prize. But I'm challenging all of you to grow your front line if that's something you want to do. If you're a hobbyist and you're just here to buy from yourself and you're just here for fun, that is completely okay. You can just turn this part of the video off. You're done for today. We're done with the October meeting. But if you want to grow deep and wide, change your life, change your paycheck, this is for you. Okay. That is what our challenge is for this month, because PRV in October should be super easy. We have a new catalog, we have holiday, we have harvest, we have all these new collections, we have bricks. PRV should not be an issue. You should be getting PRV. That should not be something that should be an issue for you. So we need to focus on sponsoring. We've had a join special for the last forever. And so I'm going to reward people who are taking me up on my challenge with prizes, and I never do prizes. So, but I've just felt led. And the Empress, Katie Lassiter, I took this idea from her, and I think it's a really great thing. And I'm just super excited to do it. I'm not going to say what the prizes are because I don't know what they are yet, but I know they're going to be great. And if you are going to do this Growtober sponsoring challenge with me, I would love for you to tell me in the comments. Even if you aren't in our group, I would love to hear if you're doing it. I would absolutely love to hear it because I think it's really important. Here I'm going to share a couple things that I think are really great. And then we are going to we're going to move on, or I'm going to move on. So this right here that I'm about to share with you is some join information that I've already made for you. I've given you the template. You need to change it for you or what you want to say, but this is some information that you can send to a potential consultant. This is word vomit though. This is not what you just need to send to any and everybody. This is when somebody's seriously interested, they've asked a bunch of questions, and they want to know all the things, okay? That's there for you, okay? Now, if you have a dream team list written down, or if you're having sponsoring conversations, you're not going to remember them all. You're not. You need to have a list written down somewhere of joint conversations that you're having. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be crazy, but you need to write it down. It can be in the notes section of your phone. It can be in the Scentsy Connect app. It can be in a notebook. It can be on the form I'm going to share with you. But you need to write it down somewhere because you're not going to remember. Pro tip for what a lot of people do is once they have a conversation with somebody, they put it under the contact information in their phone, or they put it in the Scentsy Connect app or whatever. That's completely up to you. I'm a paper pencil girly. I write it down, but I think you should also have a running list at all times. So I'm going to show you, these are some trackers that I have used in the past. There is a plethora of them for you to use. This is just the date you had the joint conversation, their name, notes about them, following up, and then there are 5 million other trackers if you want to use them. Okay, that's something that I think you should do. Join for 40. This is something I put in mail outs previously. This kit right here is not updated, so you need to update the kit. I put that in the notes. Okay. Oh, and then the last thing I'm going to share is this right here. And this is not updated either. I did not make this either. Somebody amazing did. This is like anytime you host a party, you should be offering that host to keep the party, right? And this is the way of presenting the hostess rewards to the host. So you can say, and this, like I said, this is not updated. So you need to take off where it says includes a free holiday 5-bar bundle or whatever. You need to take that stuff off. But what you can put in each one of these is, okay, if you had a $500 party, you can join for free. You're still going to have 2 half offs. You're going to make a $100 paycheck. You're going to have all the different things. Okay. Choose option 1 or 2 and you're a consultant for 12 months. It just explains how it is. Or they just keep their party, or they just use their hostess rewards normally. Okay. There's some instructions here on how to calculate this kind of stuff. This, I guess, is old. Once again, you need to update this. This is not updated. This is just something that I've been meaning to use an update, but I have not done so yet. Okay. I was going to go through my top 10 sponsoring tips on this video, but I am not going to do that. I am going to link it in my notes at the very bottom. It is a PDF document that you can read through. That is what I did live on my team page last night, but this video is already getting long and I'm having to redo it from last night, so I'm not redoing it. Those top 10 sponsoring tips, that is what I absolutely did to get where I am. I currently have 161 frontline. So I'm not saying that to brag or to just talk. I'm saying it because I've been there and I've done the work, and I absolutely fundamentally need to get back to the things that I used to do and do them consistently. Consistency is what matters. And doing it for the right reasons. So the top 5 tips is to share the opportunity with your best customers. Use that customer purchase history report to find your best customers. You can find out how many orders they've done and their total value. You could tell them exactly how much money they could have made. Be consistent with sharing your own journey. If you're buying groceries with your Scentsy money, if you're getting your toes done with your Scentsy money, why did you join Scentsy? It has to be consistent. Okay. People need to know that you are enjoying what you're doing, and how your business has impacted your life. Be brave. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't ask them, I'm going to ask them, and you can't be mad when they join my team because you didn't ask. Keep it simple. You can just say, hey, have you ever thought about getting paid off your own orders? Hey, have you ever thought about doing Scentsy with me? Hey, you're buying a whole lot of money. I would love to keep making money off of you, but wouldn't you like to make money off your own orders? Keep it simple. Ask every host if they would like to use their host credits to join for free. Every single time you have a party, a $200 order, you have a host exclusive kit to offer somebody. So they can join for $59 every single time. You only have to have a penny left and they can join for $59. Or if it's the actual host, the host can join for free. Don't be selfish with the PRV. That PRV, the team member is going to pay you back over and over and over again. And I can promise you, you will not regret it. It only takes one person to come fundamentally and completely change your business. It only takes one. And it may take you a while to find them, but I can promise you, people are laying in bed at night praying for the opportunity that we have. They just don't know it yet. People need income right now. A lot of people will say no MLM. It's because they don't understand what we do. They think they're being tricked. They genuinely do think it's a trick. You have to build that trust and build that relationship so people understand that you really do want to just bless them with income and that they're not going to get stuck into something that they can't get out of if they wanted to, or just crazy things. People make stuff up in their head, right? And it takes people a while to join. But people are like Santa. They're always watching. They're always watching. People may ghost you when you ask. But if you do not ask, the answer will always be no. So go with me out in October. Let's grow-tober. Let's spook ourselves, shock ourselves. Let's do all the things. And I cannot wait to hear from you guys. And I hope that you have found this helpful. Love y'all. Mean it. Bye.